50% raw vegetables. And I was like, how can I ask her to do this? I don't even know how I would do that, right? And what I ended up doing is this, and I would recommend it. Man, I feel so great. Right? I feel very good eating the diet that I'm currently eating, and it's not perfect, but I take all the raw vegetables. So I've got a cabbage, I've got a lettuce, I've got a cucumber, I've got a zucchini squash, I've got everything that you would put in a salad, the carrots, all the things that you would have in this beautiful tossed salad. And I just slaw that stuff down. I put it in a food processor until it is just chopped. And onion and everything, and garlic and all that stuff. And make a big slaw out of it. All right, now that's one thing. Then the cruciferous vegetables that you get, that they have to be some kind of steamed or boiled, right? And cruciferous vegetables, the ones with the cross flowers, the like cauliflower and broccoli, you get, and you can look it up online, you get the nutritional value from certain vegetables by means of cooking or a certain kind of preparation, or not if you don't, right? So all that I would, and that's sort of, when you take all steamed stuff like broccoli and cauliflower and beets and all that stuff and run it through a food processor, it comes out like a it's almost like a salad dressing, the way it flows, right? And then you mix that with the slaw, but also raw nuts. Really? That's my daughter. All right. I get all the raw nuts, and so I have 3 containers. I have the slaw container, I have the cruciferous steamed vegetables and everything container. It's in a big container, and they're all prepared, right? And then I have the powdered spices. There's a bunch of powdered spices that are recommended for heart health, cognitive health, nootropics. It's stuff that you really like it as a flavoring. So it's like when you buy that apple pie, some chemical engineer has made nutmeg flavor, right? And clove flavor or whatever like that. It ain't no cloves up in there. It's engineered to flavoring. It's like you think you get blueberry cereal, and the blueberry has got some kind of, it's supposed to be blueberry. It's blueberry flavor. That's just a chemical that's designed to make you think it tastes like a blueberry. It has nothing to do with blueberries. Now, somehow in your evolution and descending down through the ages, a good blueberry or whatever, you're like, your body's like, oh yeah, man, it smells good, tastes good, everything. I want to eat it. I want to eat a lot of that. I want to eat a lot of that, right? And now what you're doing, you're eating blueberry cereal, right? Right? It's an evolutionary dead end, right? So I process all these things. Another thing is canned fruits and canned vegetables. I'll make a big container of that. And when I get done, I've got the mixed nuts. I take grains, poppy seeds, all these things, and put them all together, right? And then mix up the entire conglomeration, right? And make a macaroni salad with it. So at the very end, I'm mixing macaroni. And I was talking about the powdered spices, and in terms of the powdered spices, the Ayurvedics are the garam masala and asafoetida and stuff. When you look at these spices and how they're manufactured, they're actually composed of other spices that you could eat it. You could make your own garam masala. But what ultimately, over a period of months, as you consume this stuff, it's full of antioxidants. It's full of anti-inflammatory, right? So I had been at a stage in my life really where I was getting chronic headaches, tension headaches from working at a stupid job and everything, all those kind of things. And now never get headaches, and I can knock back a bottle of cheap wine and not a headache whatsoever. But it tastes weird, but this is the thing. You when you mix all that together, like what I do in the end is I generally put some kind of a dressing, like a thin layer of mayonnaise over the top of it, and then I'll bind cayenne pepper to that. So a lot of people would say they would be in an ambulance if they ate the amount of cayenne pepper that I put on stuff. But it's actually really good for you as a blood thinning agent as you get older, keeping your whole metabolism running smoothly and stuff like that. But there's a chemistry factor to it. So it needs to bond to something. Like if you put a layer of oil and vinegar over this, like you've got this bowl of like a compressed, it's really a salad block almost or something like that. But it's all got mixed nuts and fruits and vegetables all up in there, right? And then you have this layer, and then you put cayenne pepper in that layer. Now what that does is the cayenne pepper, when you taste it in your mouth, you're like, that's really spicy. But when it goes down, it binds to that oil or that dressing or a layer of mayonnaise or whatever, and it doesn't, burn a track through your whole body. It comes out it comes out everything nice, right? But I'll put a layer of Vietnamese chili garlic sauce over the top of that, and yeah, that to me, it's like the crowning glory for me and my culinary tendencies or proclivities or whatever. It gives me a really good taste, so I really enjoy it to eat it. Now, in the progress of several months, it just gets better and better. And I don't, as I would say, if I'm out and I haven't had anything to eat and I'm hungry, I don't agonize over it and go, oh my God, I'm going to relapse into the evil way of eating gasoline stand food. I just go on ahead, I'm like, look, here I am, I'm out here, I don't have the food that I should have in front of me. What is here? Well, garbage. And I eat me some garbage. And I don't agonize over it and go, if you think about it like, okay, you're hungry, but I'm going to eat a Slim Jim and that's going to cause me to relapse into eating. It's not, right? But if you agonize over it, obsess over it, then you're going to get into this cycle and you're going to go, I'm craving a Slim Jim. You're not craving a Slim Jim. You're hungry. You came out. You didn't get enough to eat. You're in a gas station. You're going to eat some garbage. Don't agonize over it. Just do it. Forget about it. Notice how you feel. Right? And that's what I do. And I've been eating overall much better, and I feel a lot better now. So my baby has her cereal. She has her squishy bread. She has her baby water Pediasure. And she got her Roblox, right? So let me see if I can earn some coins up in here. This last round of food preparation, we got sweet potatoes. Look them up online. Sweet potatoes are not yams, but I boil those, right? I don't worry about peeling them. I just put them in a pot, and they got to boil. They're big old sweet potatoes. They need to boil for about an hour, 2 hours before they're soft through or whatever like that. But man, that is good for you. Now, we had a big bundle of onions and zucchini and carrots, and it's a pain. I really wish I had an industrial food processor, but I did just prep with that, and I filled up all my freezing containers. And so I had some excess bowls where it was not really seasoned, right? So it was just the processed carrots, zucchinis, sweet potato, all mixed in together, and like a bean medley. I had black beans and black-eyed peas and kidney beans. All this stuff mixed together with a heavy load of organic macaroni elbows, right? And I use a lot of distilled water in the food processing. Now, as a result, on this round, it's like there was a lot of fluid in that, because there's fluid in the vegetables when you process them down. But I drained it. You know, I progressively put all the stuff that I made into a sieve. What do you call those things? A colander, and drained that juice out of it. Man, and that juice was like milk. And you think to yourself, well, what does a cow do? Right? When it produces milk, it eats all its grass and vegetables and it grinds it up, just like a food processor would grind it up. And then when you drain it, it's like you're draining out this pure vegetable, raw vegetable liquid. You know, the cow's not cooking anything, right? And that drains out into the cow's milk or whatever like that. Well, yeah, I can tell you, this time around it was like amazing. I used more distilled water in the process, and then when I drained it, I had these containers of like vegetable juice water or whatever. Man, really good, and tastes like milk. It's amazing. And I just chugged down much of it, you know, and then so I have all this unseasoned stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is really I'm starting to get more of a taste for it, and it's bland, right? Just make it like that. Try it. Don't put any seasoning in it. Just process all the vegetables, put in the macaroni elbows, stir it around, drain out the juice, right? You know, so you just got all those items in there, raw vegetable, and eat it, taste it. It's bland, right? But you can develop a taste for that because it's really good for you, right? And I feel like I'm getting that a little bit, but I am typically when I make that, that's like that one big giant bowl of that stuff, and then I have the dry powdered material, which is the Ayurvedic spices, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, mustard, oregano, all the powdered stuff. I make a paprika, you know, a curcumin, all that stuff, and I make a powder thing with that. Taste it, you know, get the taste right. Cayenne pepper in it, some stuff like that, and I make a certain volume of that to season the big bowl of raw vegetable. And then in terms of liquid, yeah, some balsamic, like salad dressing type of stuff. Also, this is another thing. Taking good pickles, really good pickles, and making them into relish, putting them through the food processor like that. Do that, and then season the bland stuff with that, and it's starting to really take shape as something that I'm gonna. Yeah, it certainly has made my life better. Feel a lot better. And man, out there in the world, when you get out in the day-to-day of things, man, you got a lot of stress. You need something to relieve yourself. And if you think it's going to be a hot dog at Quick Trip, it's not. But you got to think about it. Okay. Look, she's trying to talk to me. See, she's in the girls group. And she says, will somebody here be my friend? Okay. So I said, add me and I will back your team. Now look, see, I'm season division 5, right? And she's division 4, which means that she's not as powerful as me, right? So if I'm her friend, I can help her by supporting her teams because my robots are stronger. You understand?
That's not a yours. That's a yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said the wrong word.
Yeah. People spell things wrong because they're learning how to type. Just like Daddy will spell things wrong too, but he spelled it wrong. Let's look at the keyboard. See, the J is right here. He wanted to enter a U, but his finger touched the J. So that's how he got that. And he looks like he's division 3. So I'm going to send her an invite. And the way I get her number is I copy her. She's in a battle right now, right? So I go here. See, I'm going to show you how to do it. If you click on her face right here in the chat, that opens her profile. This is her profile. Her top mech is an Aegis, right? And she's doing pretty average. This means, see how this is about half of this, right? That means she's half and half. Half the time she wins, half the time she loses. A lot of people are like that. Okay. All right, so I click on this and this copies her ID number, and I'm gonna send her an invite. If I want to get in touch with her later, I can save her ID number. So I hit Control V, and this is Ignition. Her name is Ignition. Ignition means start up the car.
Dad, look at me here.
Yeah, you're gonna have beautiful hair today. You want to go to the temple? You can ask Mommy. Ignition 27. So yeah, this is the thing I'm going through now. Is try to. I would like to go and help, and also to see what happens when somebody at my level goes in on matches against bots. What happens to the bots? How are they affected by that? It's a lot of people in here. We should be doing a better job of communication. People shouldn't be cursing each other either. Should be nice. Learn how to be nice. Yes, dear. There's an event happening. We're commemorating the passing of a rabbi. Rabbi Kerzner passed away, unfortunately. Sad. He was retired. See, I don't think I will ever get that. Scrap it. Scrapping it. Scrapping, 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 scrapping. See, I got a pulse cannon on this bad boy. I don't need that. Javelin racks. What shall we do? Ooh, I'm almost to get my 100 acorns reward. Ooh, and the brick house will be unlocked. Yes, dear. Can I see your beautiful? Oh, look how curly and beautiful your hair is. Like Daddy's hair used to be when he was a little boy. So look, can you read this number? 152,915. Right? So if we just look at this part, we would call it 5. But if we look at 1-5, that would be 15. If we look at 915, that's 915. If we look at 2915, that's 2,915. If we look at 5, it's going to be 52,915. 152,915. These are my experience points. When I get 153,600, I will get acorn rewards. When I get 156,800, I'm going to get a reward crate, and when I get 160,000, I'll be able to buy a brick house, but I don't think I'm gonna have the money to be able to afford it. See if I can upgrade my pilots. I'll max her out with 15,000. Guess I'll go to the shop here and see if I can find something. I've got 318,792 coins. Javelin rack blueprints. I'm definitely getting the MD blueprints. I got it. Okay, and I don't want to slink on these guys, maybe. Give me some Paragon blueprints. I need to go back to my hangar and see. Let's see. Is this a pulse cannon 6? No, it's a pulse cannon 8.
I didn't know. No, I don't know one.
See, this is the thing. I don't really fully understand the progress path and stuff, but it's like I'm wondering, is it strategically better for me to get the whole array of available stuff and max it out? Kind of
Who's that?
got the impression.
Who got up? Out. Let's go pop out. Let's go to go pop out.
She popped out.
Yeah.
She scared you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look, I got 10 acorns. let's see.
Then they going down.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to.
Look. Look at that.
Okay, so let's see if we can find what Freya says. Freya Mech Arena progress path. You remember Freya on Mech Arena? This is Freya. So we'll see what happens here. I'm Freya from the Mech Arena community team.
Look at my shirt.
Yeah, she's got a Thor.
Careful.
Thor is Freya's brother.
Mech Arena community team. Today I'm here to shed light on a feature many of you have been excited about since we first mentioned it in one of our devlogs. Currently codenamed the New Progress System. It'll take over the existing progress path jobs of unlocking max and weapons for you to use, and unlike its predecessor, it will contain all of them. Here how it's going to work. Within the new system, all max and weapons will be split into categories, currently codenamed tiers. These are specially designed to suit a specific state of game progression. You'll gradually get access to max and weapons in the higher tiers as you progress within the game and unlock them. To progress and unlock the next tier, you need to acquire and upgrade max and weapons available within the current one. For your actions, you get stars, equivalent to the rank of the thing you've unlocked. So a rank 3 heiress will provide you with 3 stars. A mech of weapon rank up will add 1 star. Simple. Let's look at an example. To unlock tier 3 and acquire max or weapons from it, you need to collect, say, 10 stars in tier 2. So to earn those stars, you acquire Slingshot at rank 2, Plasma Cannon at rank 2, rank them up 3 times, and there you go. You have 10 stars and tier 3 is unlocked. Now, to progress further, you need to unlock tier 4, which means acquiring max and weapons in tier 3 and earning, say, 12 stars there. You should also keep in mind an important thing. At this point, ranking a Puma or anything else from tier 2 won't affect your progress anymore. Next, the cool thing about the new system is that you don't need to max out everything within the tier. You can definitely pick 1 or 2 favorites and upgrade them exclusively. However, obtaining more max weapons within the tier and gradually upgrading them all can be a more accessible option. So pick your own approach on your way to the final tier. Important note, within the new system, crates will provide blueprints for max and weapons in tiers you've unlocked. However, if you have max or weapons previously unlocked on the old progress path, but the tiers they are part are locked, don't worry. You'll maintain access to them, and respective blueprints will continue dropping from the crates. But to unlock the rest of the max and weapons in that tier, you'll need to complete the aforementioned requirements. As for the beloved progress path, it will keep its place in the game, but without max and weapons on it. After the changes, you'll still be able to collect resources, from it within the usual flow. We're sure the next question burning in your mind is when the release date? The new progress system is in the late stages of development. And as we mentioned in one of our previous videos, the launch is planned for several months after the Mech and Weapon Grade update. If you have questions about the new progress system, leave them in the comments below and on our social media, and we will cover them in the Q&A. The best way to stay informed of the latest news, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook, Discord and others. So join Macarena community and keep your eyes peeled for the new progress system Q&A and other updates. Take care! Hello everyone, I'm Priya from the Macarena community team. Today I'm here to shed light on a feature many of you have been excited about.
Did you want to watch that?
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to get back. Alright, so this is not how I want to say it.
Hello everyone,
I'm gonna get
for the new progress system Q&A
this
and
one.
other
The
updates.
first one.
No,
Take care.
other one. Hurry.
Okay. Here it comes. I clicked it.
Hey everyone, welcome to our devlog. This is the 7th episode in the series and we have plenty to discuss today. I'm Priya from the Macarena community team, and this time I'll be giving you a sneak peek at some of the many exciting things that are currently in development.
Wanna play it again?
Game dev is all about iteration, so please do remember that the features I mention here may change, be delayed, or even get cancelled altogether. With that in mind, let's dive into a quick recap of recent news. Last time we spoke, a new Scout mech had just been released. Named Redeemer, it had a unique ability called Backtrack that returned it at high speed to where it was standing 10 seconds ago. Judging by the feedback and game data, you guys have been having fun with Redeemer, and no major issues with its balance were detected. As a result, no significant adjustments to Redeemer are planned, but as always, we'll keep a close eye on it to make sure it doesn't misbehave. A few other mechs have also been added to the roster since our last devlog, and they all seem to be performing well. We're going to continue to gather feedback and data for a while longer before we make any firm decisions about game balance adjustments. And spoiler alert, there are more new mechs on the way, so we also need to see if those will play nicely with the last batch we introduced. We'll keep collecting data and get back to you if any changes are required. Next up, you may remember that we recently introduced clans, one of the most important new features to come to the game. The clans feature is still in its infancy, and there's a lot more we plan to add and improve as we go. However, even at this early stage, we're seeing huge interest from the community, which is really encouraging. We'll be keeping an eye on your comments while we continue to work on features and refinements. That's it for the recap. Let's turn our attention to the exciting stuff that's coming up next. Since I've already mentioned new mechs, let's start there. An epic new tank codenamed Sail is already in the works. Though the name might change at release, it does reveal this mech's main quirk: a sail-like shield that protects it from above and from the sides. Much like Aegis, it's a good counter for artillery, javelins and sneaky enemies trying to get the drop on you.
I'm gonna have to. I may have to go up this one. Let me go to. I'm gonna go to intermission and I'm gonna try to get back on. But I wanna see if I can get. Yeah, it is warmer in here. That's right. So I'm I'm gonna go check on her, and and see if I can get back on. But I may have to drop here shortly. Not sure. Well, what I'm gonna do, and I'm trying to get my life together and stuff and do the right thing, definitely am. But what I'm gonna do at this point is go and try to get that mess that I made last night fixed up. We're live, dear, Miss Underpants lady. But so I'm gonna drop off the stream right now. Just a moment. I have no idea. I'm going to drop off the stream and try to fix my virtual reality avatar system, and I'm going to try to stream the Horror Classic, which is the basis of the movie Prometheus, at the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft. So I did it last night, and it was really a fail, but I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to go undo all the stupid things that I did and try again. And hopefully this time it's going to be very good. Or at least a little bit better. But thanks for tuning in, and until next time, I will see you on the Reading Cow from Another World show thing that this is, the Real Mystic Mask. Until then, sayonara, parting in such sweet sorrow.